You are damaging your dog's brain every single day, and you are doing it with love. You've seen it. A dog that suddenly becomes unusually quiet, obedient, and passive after a prolonged period of discipline. You feel proud. You think you've successfully trained them. You are wrong. That obedience is actually a biological freeze response. You didn't train them. You systematically broke their nervous system. The scientific explanation behind this is terrifying, and I am keeping that secret until the very end of this video. Stay with me, because the 6 things I'm about to reveal will completely shatter every outdated dog training myth you've ever been taught. Welcome to Dog Behavior, the only channel that decodes what your dog is actually thinking. Subscribe right now and comment, "I love my dog," to commit to finishing this video, because mistake number 1 will change your dog's life forever. Mistake 6. Facial processing ignorance. Let's start with number 6. You are stressed, sitting on the couch, and your dog walks up, tilts their head, and stares directly into your face. You ignore it. You assume they want a treat or a walk. Stop doing this. You are ignoring your dog's greatest effort to understand you. They are not looking at you for food. They are actively scanning your emotional data. Science proves that dogs focus specifically on the right side of a person's face to read authentic emotions, exactly the way humans read each other. Furthermore, geneticists have discovered that dogs carry rare genetic mutations linked to Williams syndrome in humans, a condition characterized by extreme hypersociability. This means they are biologically hardwired with an intense genetic desire to connect and empathize with you. The fix is simple. Meet that gaze. Respond with a warm tone and gentle physical contact. Let them know their connection was received. But this profound understanding is completely useless if you are making mistake number 5. Mistake 5, forced obedience and leash pulling number 5. Your dog pulls on the leash, so you yank it back hard. Maybe you use a prong collar to force them to stop pulling and walk perfectly by your side. You are not teaching your dog how to walk with you. You are using fear and physical pain to force temporary submission. If you take that collar off, that dog is gone. Modern behavioral science emphasizes positive reinforcement. True training requires a technique called luring. You use a lure to reprogram their nervous system, helping the dog voluntarily establish a safe position next to you without violence. Go back to the absolute basics. Teach your dog to calmly take food from your hand in every environment, from your living room to the hardware store, before you ever demand a strict heel. Force breeds resistance, but mistake number 4 shatters the very reason they choose to be with you in the first place. Mistake 4, food vs. social bond number 4. Most owners believe their dog is only loyal because they are the ones providing the food. If you think your dog is just a scam artist clinging to you for their stomach, you are deeply insulting their love. Brain imaging fMRI data from Professor Gregory Burns' experiments revealed something incredible. When dogs anticipate praise, the dopamine levels in their brain's reward system spike just as high, and often higher, than when they anticipate food. The social bond itself is an invaluable intrinsic reward. Use your warm tone of voice and genuine recognition as your core training tools. Do not just throw food at them like a vending machine. However, this deep bond becomes a weapon against you if you don't know how to handle mistake number 3. Mistake 3, the return frustration. Number 3, you come home from work. The house is a mess, the sofa cushion is on the floor, and your shoes are destroyed. You get angry, raise your voice, and scold your dog. You think you are teaching them a lesson? You are wrong. Your dog does not connect your frustration to the chair leg they destroyed 4 hours ago. There is no chain of causation available to them over that time window. What they connect your frustration to is your arrival. You are actively turning your return into a threat. The science behind separation anxiety is heartbreaking. Researchers leaving hidden cameras running have shown that dogs do not just settle down after a few minutes of barking, they cycle through spikes of distress every 23 to 28 minutes. The Royal Veterinary College ran a study called Generation Pup, tracking 145 dogs. They found that dogs whose owners came home and responded with visible upset and raised voices were 6 times more likely to develop separation-related behaviors. Early use of punishment significantly increased the probability of separation problems developing. The fix is graduated exposure. Do not leave for 5 minutes and hope for the best. Start with seconds. Walk to the door, touch the handle, and come back in. You must build a history of return so incrementally that the dog's nervous system has no chance to spike. Dogs can panic when you leave, but the most terrifying part is that their panic is actually programmed by your own body. Welcome to truth number 2. Mistake 2, emotional synchronization and shadowing. Number 2, your dog is restless, pacing, following you from room to room with a tense, stiff body. You think they are just being clingy, or maybe they are trying to protect you. That is not cute devotion. That is a biological radar overloading. Your dog is directly absorbing the stress from your nervous system. In 2019, a team at Linköping University measured long-term cortisol levels, the stress hormone, in 58 dog owner pairs using hair samples. The results were undeniable. The levels were synchronized. Stressed owner, stressed dog. Calm owner, calm dog. But the most crucial finding was the direction of that relationship. The owner's cortisol was predicting the dog's, not the reverse. You are their secure base. When you are tense, agitated, or emotionally unstable, their world collapses. They follow you not out of ease, but out of hypervigilance. The action you must take: regulate your own breathing and energy before you attempt to control your dog. You cannot demand a calm dog if you are projecting a chaotic nervous system. Their nervous system relies entirely on yours. And this leads us to the most cruel mistake of all, the answer to the mystery from the beginning of this video. Number one. Remember the dog from the beginning of this video? The one who went completely silent, passive, and obedient after a long period of punishment or emotional neglect? You are proud of that behavior? You think they finally learned the rules? The brutal truth is, your dog gave up. Their brain has stopped believing that their actions can change the situation. In psychology, this is called learned helplessness. In the 1960s, Martin Seligman discovered that passivity isn't something animals explicitly learn. Passivity is the brain's default when it is under prolonged, inescapable stress. A 2019 study revealed something even darker. In severely anxious dogs, long-term cortisol was sometimes lower than in calmer dogs. Not because they were less stressed, but because their stress system had been running so long, it started to burn out. Your dog is not being good. They are biologically exhausted. They have retreated into an empty shell because you punished the communication right out of them. Stop any form of punishment that destroys their mental safety. Start communicating again through the smallest things. Reward their tiny efforts to interact. You have to patiently rebuild their belief that their voice actually matters to you. Your dog is not just a pet. They are a complex, highly evolved neural network desperate for your understanding and guidance. Every bad behavior is a biological warning system. Every mistake they make is a cry for help that you missed. If this video opened your eyes, share it right now with anyone who owns a dog. You might literally save a relationship that is silently falling apart. Hit that subscribe button for dog behavior so you never miss the science behind what your dog is desperately trying to tell you. I want to hear from you. Comment below which mistake on this list makes you feel the most regret. And if you want to know exactly how to rebuild your dog's trust from absolute zero, click the video on your screen right now. I'll see you there.